Hey guys. Hey boys. Hi Harry. Django. Alan. I'm going to tell the story about how I found your mother and took her home. I can tell you're all very interested. Is it almost nap time? I think it's almost nap time. You guys are so sweet. Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. This is Cleo, and I'm getting ready to tell you the story of Cleo and her sons. So here, you go that way. So I just wanted to show her to you because it just made sense. Because, you know, Cleo doesn't make a lot of appearances. The kittens make a lot of appearances. Cleo, she's very elusive. So, you know, she's not around too much. And, yeah, so I'm going to tell you their story. So on March 6th of this year, 2024, my beloved Chihuahua, Tina, passed away, and we had her for a really long time. She had a really long, full, happy life, but she got sick and passed away at the vet's office, and she had to have surgery, and she didn't survive the surgery. And but I remember the first moment I ever saw her, and I just loved her. We took her home, and somebody who worked at the same company I worked for found her, and she was sending a picture around asking anybody if they wanted her. And, you know, I was like, I want her immediately. The second I saw her, I'm like, I have to have her. And I will insert a picture of her right here of when we first got her. Yeah, that's her. And here's a picture of her at the vet on her last day with us. So, you know, that was really sad, and I was like, I'm never going to get another pet again after Brian, because we still had Brian. After he passes away, I can't do it anymore. I can't handle it. It's too much. And then I was driving around one day, like about a week later, and I was driving by a Petco, and I never go into Petco. I used to work at one, and I think that's why I don't like to go in there. But I went into the Petco just to look around, and then I walked by the cats they had for adoption, and I saw Cleo, but her name was Esteem. I didn't like that name. And there were other cats there, but they weren't like, Cleo was like my cat. She was just all over me. She was like, oh, meow, meow, and just so lovable and sweet. And she had the messed up eye, so I thought, oh, she's defective, so I want her because nobody else is gonna want her. People were saying they don't want her because of her eye. Like, I don't care. So they didn't really know a whole lot about her. They didn't know her age or anything, but I said, don't let anyone get her. I'm gonna go home and get a carrier. And I came home, and Eric got home shortly after I did, and I told him about her, and he didn't say no. Like, it would matter anyway. But so we went and got her, and got her paperwork. It said she was spayed and all that. I gave him the $25, and we left. Now, Petco, you know, they adopt them out, but they get the pets from certain shelters. And so if we had any issues with her, we would have to contact the rescue or the shelter. And so we got her home, and we started noticing, you know, after a few weeks, she was getting quite round around the middle. And I was concerned that something was wrong with her because I thought she was spayed. So I thought, oh my God, she's a tumor or something. So I was going to take her to the vet, and one day I hadn't taken her to the vet yet, and one day I was out on my lunch break, and Marshall called me and said, "Mom, there's a kitten." And I was like, "What do you mean there's a kitten?" And she goes, he says, "There's the kitten here with Cleo." And I'm like, "What? Oh my God." And we even thought, we were like, "Well, is she pregnant?" And my neighbor saw her and was like, "She looks pregnant." But we were like, "No, she's spayed. She can't be pregnant. That's ridiculous." And yeah, so she spent that whole day and night having babies, and she had 5 of them, but 2 of them didn't survive. But so she had Alan, Django, and Harry, and they are so cute and sweet and just the best. But I was just really surprised. So I went onto Facebook and I said, "So my spayed cat I just adopted is giving birth to kittens right now." And I called the rescue and I was like, "Hi, so I adopted one of your cats from Petco, and her paperwork says she's spayed, but she's giving birth to kittens like right now." And the one lady was like, "Oh my God." And so they wanted me to bring her and the kittens up there to be checked out, and they asked me if I would foster them, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll foster them." And little did they realize I'm keeping them. These are my kittens now. So we didn't really know a whole lot about Cleo, about her age. I think she's a pretty young cat, but we don't know a whole lot about her. But we're gonna know all about her babies now. So yeah, we've got Django, Alan, and Harry. Harry is going to go to my sister, and I'm having a difficult time dealing with that right now. Like my sister, you know, if you've been following my channel, you know my sister had an accident, so Harry hasn't been able to go home yet or go to Debbie's yet, but I'm so scared. I'm like, he seems to be the mama's boy, for one. And although she's starting to do that thing where she distances herself from the kittens, but, you know, I love these kitties. I love them. I don't want to separate them. And I guess he'll still be in the family, but now I'm concerned, you know, he's been living in this house with Brian and his mom and his brothers, and he's going to go be the only pet in this household. I just wonder how he's going to deal with it. I don't know. I'm concerned. And I suppose I could let her adopt 2 kittens, but I'm already attached to all 3 of them, so I can't let her have 2 of them. You know what I mean? So it was funny because Debbie recently lost her cat that she had for like 20 years. Oops. She lost her cat that she had for like 20 years, and she was like, "I'll know when it's time to get another cat." And I called her that day and I said, "This effing cat is having kittens." And she was like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna get a kitten now." So, and Harry does look a lot like Debbie's Katie. That was her cat's name, Katie. But I'm gonna miss him. I guess I'll just enjoy my time with him. He likes to lay like on top of my legs, like across my legs like this, like he's Superman flying or something. And Django and Alan both like to lay on my chest. Now, yesterday I woke up, I was laying on my stomach, and Harry was laying on my head, like on the back of my head, and Django was just like getting in my face and trying to nip at my nose and stuff. And then this morning, it was the other way around. Django was sleeping, he was sleeping on my back, and Alan was getting in my face, and he was like doing this thing, like, pretend this is my face. So, I mean, it is a face, but he was getting there to the side here, and then he would like take his paws and just stick them under here, like slide them under here. And then when I would turn my head, he'd go the other side and do it. And we just did that for a while this morning until I just got up. So, but yeah, they are something else. They are fun. And Eric likes to act like he doesn't like them, but I see him. I see him give them a little rub every once in a while, or, you know, pick them up, or when they walk across him, he gives him a little pet, especially Django. I think he likes Django. But yeah, where did we get their names? So Django is named after Django Reinhardt, jazz musician. Alan is named after Alan from the YouTube channel Mammoth Club. I was hoping one of the kittens would be a female and I would have an Alan and Molly. But no, we just have an Alan. And Harry, my sister named because her daughter told her he looked like Clint Eastwood. I think he looks more like a Dexter or a Figaro, but you know. But anyway, that's really it. Just wanted to share that story with y'all, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye.